Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the show. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Hope that you are having a good day because I am definitely having a good one. Yeah, boy. Drop a bomb all the time. I don't know why you do that. All right. Anyway, let's get into our top topic for this episode. Mom in prison for 20 years for feeding infant son cow's milk awaits for governor to free her. Why does that sound familiar? It does sound familiar. We did it. Oh yeah. All right. Boom. Okay. Louisiana, right? Yes, Louisiana. Yes. Louisiana mom. This was the Louisiana mom. Yeah. Yo, I don't understand this. Yo, this one, this is definitely a follow up. Cause this was a Louisiana mom who was sent to prison for feeding for feeding her infants um the cow's milk, and I think one of the infants ended up dying or something like that. Something like that. One of the infants ended up dying or something like that. But yeah, they sent her to jail. You believe that? I couldn't believe that because oh, all right. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I'm just saying.
Bruh.
They sell cow's milk in the damn store.
Bruh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, let's let Sarah AI report the story. This is the follow up. I'm just letting y'all know. This is the follow up. All right, hit it. Let's do it.
It's been months since the Louisiana Pardon Board said a mother who has spent 2 decades in prison for feeding her infant cow's milk, resulting in his death, should be freed, but time is running out for the governor to agree to her release. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards is yet to commute the life sentence of a Louisiana woman who has been in prison since 2006. Tiffany Woods, now 43, was sentenced for second-degree murder in the malnutrition death of her 5-month-old son. Edwards' term ends on Jan. 8. Republican Attorney General Jeff Landry, a vocal proponent of tough prison terms, will be talking over the governor's mansion. Edwards' office has not returned multiple requests for comment from the messenger on Woods' case. Woods' son Emmanuel was born prematurely and had been in intensive care shortly before Hurricane Katrina struck in 2005. Woods, who was 25 at the time of her conviction, told the parole board that she made poor choices and mistakes while suffering depression and stress during the evacuation, including giving her sickly infant cow's milk when he wouldn't take infant formula. At that stage of my life, I was a young mother who was trying to take care of her children the best she could. And I made some terrible decisions. But the woman who sits before you today, I'm not that same person, she told the pardon board. The baby's 18-year-old father was also given a life sentence. The ruling ripped Woods away from her 3 other young children who were left to bounce between foster homes and relatives for years. Nijon Woods, one of her sons, said her absence destroyed their family in an interview with the Messenger shortly after his mother's was recommended for release. There were many difficulties growing up without her, moving from home to home as a child, with people who were not always caring or loving, said Nijon, who is now a senior airman stationed at Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska. All this took a toll. And in some ways, it's affecting me today, Nijon said, adding that he is grateful to the governor for consideration. Wood's case has been criticized as emblematic of a state law that has a broad definition of second-degree murder, including some accidental deaths. The sentence is always mandatory life in prison with possibility of parole, with almost no judicial discretion. These laws have helped lead to the state to having the highest incarceration rate in the country. According to prison policy, nearly 4,400 people are serving life without parole sentences in Louisiana, which is 14% of the state's total prison population. Efforts to reform the second-degree murder charges have been advanced by lawmakers and advocates but will likely fall flat as Governor-elect Landry has pushed back on any overhaul. Experts say Landry's office did not return a request for comment by the messenger. His tough-on-crime stance was apparent during his campaign where he vowed to keep strict sentencing guidelines. Reported the Louisiana Illuminator. Woods' family's hope continues to rest with Belle Edwards, who has stayed mum on both commutation and clemency since a measure he supported to grant clemency to all of Louisiana's death row inmates was blocked and ultimately failed to move forward. In addressing Woods' case in August, Edwards intimated that he would follow the recommendation of the pardon board, which recommended her release months ago.
All right. First of all, let's say what's up to Silent Ad. And thank you again for bringing up the story from Louisiana, because this was something this was a previous story that we did, right? Yes, right? This is a previous story that we did. And I told you before, I thought this was sort of like just too far. You know what I mean? Just a little bit too far. All right. Drop that bomb so I get to it. All right, folks. The bomb has been dropped. This is where I give you my view and my opinion. All right. So my view and my opinion on this particular episode is, like I said before, this lady, I don't think she should have got sentenced to as much time as she did. If you listen to my previous episodes, okay, I did a story on this woman. And I asked that question. Do you think she should get the sentence that she got? I don't think she should have, because she was using cow milk. Is that not? And I said it in that episode. Is that not what they sell in the freaking store? Is that not what they tell us that they selling us?
Message.
Cow's milk. So she gave them straight up cow's milk. And I don't fault the lady, because in that episode I did say as well, because it's a two-headed coin, she could have done things to get different type of milk. And that's just the truth. Because maybe your child don't take Infamil, but maybe they take some other type of milk. There's different type of milk that she could have got instead of getting cow's milk. But I do, like I said in that episode, I do understand why she went and tried to get milk, because she was just trying to feed her child. But at the same time, please understand, this is a two-headed coin. At the same time, she could have went to her local what's this office called? What's this look? Yeah, I don't like to call it HRA. Is it HRA? Is it what? I don't like to call it the welfare office, but she could have went to her human resources. HRA, Human Resources Administration. Yeah, come on. Dude, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, man. She could have went to her local, whatever you want to call it, food stamp, welfare office, whatever you want to call it. She could have went there and asked for some type of public assistance to help her get the type of milk that she needed. She didn't have to give them cow's milk. But at the same time, like I said, two-headed coin, I understand why she did it. She didn't have to go that route, but I understand why she did it. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, if the governor had already, well, not the governor, it says some board had already granted her clemency, why is the governor taking so long to release her? Now, this was a woman, I'm not going to say that she shouldn't have to pay. She should have to pay, because her giving this child straight cow's milk resulted in this child's death. So, to an extent, yes, I think she should have to pay for this child's death. But it is a catch-22. In my opinion, it's a catch-22. She should, because of the actions that she took, but again, she shouldn't because of what she was trying to do. Now, some people might say I'm being biased because I thought this woman, she was trying to just feed her kids. But at the end of the day, that's all she was trying to do was just feed her kids. Could she have went about it another way? Yes. But she was just trying to feed her child. You know what I mean? So it's kind of catch-22. She should, because of the actions that she took, but she shouldn't because of what she was trying to do. But at the same time, yeah, what she did resulted in a child's death. I mean, I don't know. You tell me in the comments, to all my listeners, you tell me in the comments, what do you think should have happened? I'm going to read one of these comments real quick. Somebody said, this is a bit too much here. I can't believe this woman is serving this sentence for what was most likely a poor decision making on her part at the age of 25 with now 4 kids and an 18-year-old boyfriend. I will say that is totally totally, and I'm gonna say it, quote unquote, totally immature and irresponsible. But I doubt she intended the death of the baby. And that's what I'm trying to say. I doubt she intended to harm this child. I doubt that was the intentions. I pretty much doubt that with what she was doing. I doubt that was the intentions. I don't think she intended to hurt the child in any shape, form, or fashion. But at the same time, she did. And that's what's a catch-22. That's what's a catch-22. Because as a parent, and anybody who's out there and a parent, that's a parent. Any one of my listeners, that's a parent. I mean, let's be honest. If you're not the richest person in the world, you have dealt with some type of hard times. But I bet with prayer and some help from family members, or even how do I say? I don't want to say, but even from our government, our state systems, that you got some type of help. And this woman could have taken the exact same route to get that help. She chose not to for whatever beliefs that she had, or for whatever reasons that she had. She chose not to. And as a result of that, a child died. So, I mean, like, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think should happen to this woman? Do you think she should be buried, like, under the jail? Or do you think she was young and made a bad decision? Because it is still keeping her from her other kids. But I doubt, and this is the thing that I would question. And I did question this before, and I still question this now. Even if she was released, and I'm just saying, even if she was released, who is to say that she would be able to see the other children? Like, who's really to say that? Like, she would be able to see her other, 4, or whatever survived. Who's to say that the state of Louisiana would allow her to see them, since they are so harsh with their laws? And I think maybe Louisiana needs to reform its laws, because 20 years, that's kind of but I don't know. What do you think? That's what I'm saying. To me, it's kind of I probably would have took like 5 years off of that, something like that. But that's just me. I'm just saying. I probably would have gave it 15. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. Tell me what you think. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you think about this particular prison sentence. And why you think she should be freed. I don't know. You let me know. That's my view and that's my opinion on that. You know what I mean? That's my view and that's my opinion. All right, folks. Y'all already know what to do. Hit me up. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share button. Also, feel free to comment. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for listening. You can have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Until next episode, stay blessed and not stressed. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.